Will I graduate from a sideline beekeeper this year to become a commercial beekeeper? So far it looks good. I currently have 94 colonies. I have 44 at another location. This is one group of bees. And I have some on the deck of my house. I do believe it's April 5th, 2023 here in mid-Michigan. I'm currently the largest beekeeper in my area. 2021 I created around a little over 100 new colonies by making new queens. I don't buy queens. And I continued my nukes through July, but last spring 2022 it was very cold and my bees weren't doing this last year at this time. They weren't bringing in pollen, they weren't growing. So I lost 1/3. I went from 150 to around 100 very quickly. So I wasn't able to become a commercial beekeeper last year. But this year with 94 colonies, if the weather holds, stays warm, and they grow, there's a good chance that I could become a commercial beekeeper this year with 250 colonies. I would imagine that I would drop below 250 during winter, but then the following year I would pick up and regain those colonies with a few extra. Now I keep saying in my videos that the toxic chemicals causing most of the harm to my bees, and I've shown you the letters the state of Michigan showed me after a crop farmer killed my bees. They told me the crop farmer killed my bees, but they said the crop farmer did nothing wrong. The crop farmer is out in that field on a windy day. The chemicals blew from his field 150 yards south of me into my hives and killed my nurse bees. I lost 4 to 6 queens, and like 10 to 15% of the bees in those colonies. But I didn't get reimbursed for that. And there's something wrong with that. For them to say it's okay for a crop farmer to do that, I don't agree with that. Your government's corrupt. It's okay for them to use chemicals if those chemicals stay on their property. But when those chemicals get on my property, where I live and where I breathe and where I drink my water, I know those chemicals are here because they're killing my bees. And my bees have a hard time getting through winter because the chemicals are in my hives, causing my bees to only live 3 to 4 months. So I have to work my ass off. If you watch my videos, you see what I do. I bring small colonies inside when it's really cold out, and then when it warms up, I bring them back out. Like, see this right here. This would never survive outside below 20 degrees. So when it gets cold, I bring them in. And when it warms up in the spring, majority of these colonies, they'll come back. It's not the varroa mites. I don't treat varroa mites in the spring. I only treat varroa mites in the fall. After the commercial beekeepers have been in my area, they bring back the varroa mites, and my bees pick up varroa mites from those commercial beekeepers. Okay? So if we were to quarantine our bees, stop pollinating corporate farms, we could get something done. We can get these chemicals removed. But no, you guys don't say anything. And whether you realize it or not, you're being poisoned right now, but you're being poisoned intentionally because the rich people are making money when you go to the hospital for your chemotherapy treatments and your radiation or whatever you're doing to get rid of your cancer. Hey, I was just there today. My wife is still seeing doctors every 6 months for her checkups. I was just there. They've got very good business. They probably make $1 million a day gross. They gross $1 million a day at this hospital, and that's the way they like it. They don't want us to stop getting cancer, and nobody talks about preventing people from getting cancer anymore. They talk about, oh, we have a treatment for this, or we have a treatment for that, so you get rid of cancer. Let me show you something real quick. Okay, I've showed this in some of my videos probably a year or so ago. It's been a while. This is what's going on in the United States. On top we have the owners, the 1%, the rich people. And underneath them we have the managers, the people that keep us under control, and we are the livestock. This is the people. So the managers keep the livestock under control, the government and the media, okay? And the rich people make money. You know, when you go to the hospital for your treatment for heart disease, cancer, or diabetes, or whatever you have, they make money, okay? So they don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to be slim. That's why majority of Americans are fat, because that's what the rich people want. They make money when you go to the hospital. And they took all of our jobs away, and they want all of our young people to go to college and get in debt. And they want you to use your credit cards to pay your bills. So this is what's going on in this country. Where do you fit in? Are you livestock? Are you a manager? Do you work for the government? Or are you very, very wealthy and you control all the people in the government and the media and make sure they do everything you want them to do to keep these people under control? Okay, so that's what's going on in this country. Same thing with the chemicals. I remember years ago when I was young, they talked about the chemicals that cause cancer and how we were supposed to remove those chemicals. They don't do that anymore. You never hear anything about getting rid of a chemical in the environment that causes cancer. They want the chemicals in the environment. They want you to get cancer, and they're going to make money treating your cancer. Okay? I had a dog that had idiopathic epilepsy that a vet couldn't fix, couldn't solve her problem, and I kind of think it was because all the crap that was in her mother's food when she was in the fetus as a puppy before she was born. So I had to kill that dog because she had very bad seizures, and no matter how much phenobarbital she got, it didn't stop the seizures. So I would like to know what's going on with that, and I couldn't find anything on Google. So I bought another dog, and hopefully this dog will be healthy. You know, there's a lot of issues going on in this country that we shouldn't have to deal with, but the people that are making money continue to make money with the way things are. Like your veterinarian makes a lot of money treating all your cancers. Dogs and cats are well known for having cancer. Why? Because is it in their crap in their food? Just like you're gonna get cancer. You're gonna go to the hospital to get treatment. Rich people are making money, and you guys aren't saying anything about it. Come on, what's going on with that? I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to wake you up. Your government is corrupt. It doesn't matter which party you vote for, Republican or Democrat. They're both owned by the corporations. The corporations got this country set up to make a lot of money. They shipped our jobs overseas to the lowest paid people, the hourly rate. And people in this country couldn't even get a $15 minimum wage, all right? And railroad workers can't go on strike. There's something seriously wrong with this country, all right? Thank you.